Hello, good morning. We are starting a new live. Today is January 21st, 2026. Today the markets are a little bit volatile, more than usual. We have here the 60-minute price on rails with alongside the 1 minute. I'm seeing both together. So what we have here, I like to have this reading of both charts together. That other lives we didn't show the 60-minute. The markets were not so volatile, but today they are. So what we can see here on the 60-minute 1 hour chart is the next 5 hour projection. So what have happened in the last 2 hours is the market came from 6,825 to 6,902 or 75 points in 2 hours. That's a lot. It's above the Bollinger Bands for the 60-minute chart. And the projection that we have here for the price on rails for the next at least 2 hours is for the price to come back to drop below this 86868 or to achieve 6860. So that's what's going on right now. And in 1 minute chart, we are seeing how this is unfolding. And what we do have here as well is, let me open the 1 minute chart, is what happened today. So this is the MES. Last 2 weeks I traded on MNQ, but today I'm trading on MES because the volatility is higher and MNQ is more volatile than the MES. So I'm using the MES instead of the MNQ. The agent was trading alone, sorry, since yesterday 6 p.m. And this is the P&L that it made during the night and with the opening, $100. This is the report, everything that happened, 104 trades with 5 losing trades, 48 missing trades, and 40 something profitable trades. Okay. Right now, we are forbidding the agent to trade. So I changed the configuration here to do not entry. So I'm not allowing the AI to entry the market for me, but I am using the AI to exit with a 2 times target. Right now, the 2 times target is 2.5 points. Okay. This is my take profit, and 40 points is my black swan stop loss. I will trigger the stop loss manually as well. So this section is about reading the charts and the projections. Let's start with we had that reading from the 60-minute that the market should be going down in the next 2 hours by like 30 or 40 points. What's a lot? So we can keep that in mind. What we do have here, let me open some indicators. We are trading above the pivot point line, just above, and we are just testing the R1, the pivot R1. And I can use as well the triangles from the interpreter. Let me remove this here. Okay, so we have the triangles here. We have some projections before, and we have this support now, the 6898 right now where we are. This is a strong support. This is a pivot point line, and we have also the sorry, is support and resistances drawn here with the interpreter from this night. So I'm letting this horizontal lines, all of them inside our chart for us to see what's going on. Some quick reminders. We have a traffic light here. The traffic light's measuring the background past chart against the real-time chart. So when it's red, it's because we have something different happening in the past than we have from in the present. And what is happening right now is that we have this price dropping sharp. That's not the same thing that we saw in the past, at least at the period that the AI found. So because of that, it's red here. It's not a signal that you cannot trade, but you should be aware that you are trading on turbulent waters. That's what this shows us. And for this specific place that we have a strong support on the 87, 6887, and 10 points below where we are right now. And we are sitting on the lower Bollinger Band. So that's something that if we are going to do something here, would be to maybe sell, but we are not seeing that in the projections. We're seeing a little force to a buy. We can wait a little bit. And again, this is our 60-minute chart. Oh, now it dropped before the entire drop right now in this hour, 11 a.m. until 12, inside the same hour, and then it could bounce back. Both readings, this reading and the reading that we had before, they are showing drop in price at least to 6870. So if we want to buy something here, we need to paying attention to what we're doing, because that's not what's predicted to happen. Tracking what happened in the past, of course. This is a chart from July 2025, the background chart, the past chart from July 2025. Now it came back to the other projection that we have, both with a sharp drop in price. That other one is from 2023, October 2023. So both projections that the AI is scanning for us, they are showing a big drop in price for the next 50 minutes at least. Yeah, I can see that same thing. We have at least 25 points here. The markets are reacting to news, so we have a lot of volatility that is not usual. But in fact, the AI is grabbing the most similar periods in the past. The difference that we have trading volatile markets like this with regular markets is that we don't have usually this kind of volatility and this kind of price move. So we have less examples in the past. We don't have a huge database of pricing going up almost 100 points in 3-4 hours. So what the system is grabbing from the past, scanning the past, is based on a small amount of examples. So the volatility and the results from these predictions, they will vary, and the accuracy, of course, is not the same as we have 4 million bars trading with the same volatility that we have today. That's not happening here. So the price just bounced in the R1 resistance. Let's see if we have some signals here. I would be inclined to sell this because of the 60-minute. Now we have a yellow traffic light, that's good. And it's coming back to the support again. Let's see what we have here. Here's a very, very difficult place for us to buy because it's testing the line twice. You can imagine that we have a breakout here and then it tested the line, bounced, should not go back so quickly to the same line. So buying here is a risk. If we had the price moving to the Bollinger Band there, a sell there would be a good spot. Let's see. You can see that it's bouncing back, but the traffic is red. So now it's becoming good again. And the projections, they are just so big. By the way, this is our order ticket. This is the real-time code, and this is the model updated chart. So the chart was updated 2 seconds ago when this is the real-time code. It seems that we are creating a new small triangle here, just like this one. They are very hard to trade because like they have to break out and go to the target almost immediately. Here we have 5 points different. That's not bad. The amplitude of the charts is so big that we're seeing 5 points here the same way we saw in other days, like 2 points, 1 point. This is- We have one line. The pivots, they are calculated based on the high, low, and the closing price of the previous section. So it's a line that was here before this trading section began. And we had the price was going up, and we have this breakout, but we have a lot of testing to the support. And the 60 minute is telling us the story that we could see a very sharp drop in price, basically back to the 75 here where we were like 1 hour ago. Let's see how it's still showing the same stuff for us. 2025, it was intercalating 2025 with 2023 projections for the 1 hour chart, and both have the common price of 6875. That seems that's losing the line again. We could sell in this situation, we could sell in the 20 SMA. Let's wait for the alignment. What we can do both stuff here. Like we have now a major triangle, a red broke, showing that the price could come back to the 86 again. We can have the price now testing this region here, and that's what the price of Rios is telling us that could happen in the next 5 minutes. And this could be a very good, a longer short trade. We could just sell now around 6,900. Let's see if we have the opportunity to sell there. Let me change this to the short view. The red order ticket is the short order ticket. The long view, the long order ticket is the green order ticket. We have 10 points from here to the target. And actually we have two lines showing the same target. Could be 87 or 86. And we could sell here on the 900. Let's see, we have the opportunity to sell the 900. Six, 8, 9, 9, 75. What we could do here try to place in order. Let's see if we can change this. $6.50. That's a sell order that I sent there. And I can sell a new one if the price come here to have an average price to contract position around the 900. But if the price goes down directly, I will not lose this trade. So I can just put this is in the 93, the exit. Let me move this exit. 9089 8875. We have 8725 here. Okay, the price is coming back to the 900. If it goes over it, we can just sell another one and have an average price the 900, and we have this green line here as our resistance. So what I did right now, I sold right here. So if the price and my exit order is here at 9875, if we have a sharp drop from here, we have a trade, we have a profit. If we have the price testing the green line, I can just sell the second contract and have the average price around the 900. And when the market goes down again, I can just surf this wave. Let's see, it was not going to the 900. This bar here touched the 900. Let's see if we go above that. We have here 902. And we have here 905. The Bollinger Band is 905. So the Bollinger Band should drop while the price goes up. So they should find themselves, if the price goes up from here, they should find themselves right on 902, where we have the triangle line. The 98 now is the resistance. The pivot R1 is the resistance. Let's see, maybe we have the opportunity to make a second entry with the average on 900. Maybe the price goes direct and straight to our take profit. And by the way, you can see that that's not a large area that we have here in the chart, but we have $38 with only one contract here. And I placed my exit 1 point above the first resistance. So if we have some spike here, our take profits are right there. The target is 3 points. Okay, we could make another entry right now. It's testing the line. Let's see if I can execute this order. Okay. Now I have my average entry on the 900, almost 899.13. My second entry was 9175. I need to keep this on my mind because I don't want to make entries at the same price. So the 897 is the exit for that trade. And we actually have space here to go a little bit more than that. We have 95. This dotted line here is our take profit. This is our entry price, the average entry price. This is our take profit. Our exit is on 9750. Let's see where it goes. Yeah, that was a profit here. $16.25. Okay, you just closed. That was a wrap on that trade. Okay, good. Usually the first trades they get more profit. The other trades, when you average down, you diminish the reward. But yeah, okay, that was the first profit. Let's see where it goes now. We could try to sell again. It's losing this line is important line, but it's supporting here. This 6894. This area here from the 94 to the 900, 894 900, it seems to be like a very thick support line. It's an entire region of support, not a single line, a single price. So the price did what we were expecting, and we made that entry here, the second entry there, the average price here, and the exit here. But this reading is yet telling the story that the price should drop into the triangle level here, the 86, 6886. Let me see the 6th minute. We have the, okay, the 92 is the 1 hour upper Bollinger Band that's working as a support as well. Yeah, it seems the price is going to test the 86. You should be asking your mind, why is he not selling again? And usually I don't repeat the same figure, trades inside the same figure. That's something that I wait for a new a new trade, a new rationale after I exit one. Because there is no reason for you to set up a take profit and exit and then re-enter at the same price. Unless you committed a mistake, so you need to undo your mistake. But otherwise, you just don't try to explore too much the same figure. Let me open a little bit more space here. Okay, here we have room for the price to move for at least 25 minutes. We can be here in that region until noon. Let's see if that's the case. We don't see the next five project bar projection here. We are not seeing a bounce back or a continuation. It's just flat. The 1 hour is showing that we should come back to that region here, the 75, 74. We have this 86 in the middle of the way. And what we could do here is very risky, but we could bet on a bounce when the price touches the if the price touches the 86. Then this kind of projection, that's not something that now it's a good thing to sell here. So but we have just the support there. Yeah, so the price went there, 87, 86. Yeah, the triangle was right, and now we have a support here. But that reading is not good for a buy. And remember that the 60 minute is not aligned with a buy as well. The price just is ignore the 86 is going directly to the 75. So that projection here, the 60-minute projection, not all tickers, all futures have a meaningful 60-minute chart, but the MES and the gold as well, the MGC, both have this very meaningful 1 hour prediction chart. This is very, very good. The MNQ, you guys should be thinking, how about the MNQ? MNQ 60-minute chart is not that good. And actually, we are going to touch exactly that price, 75. The price just ignore the 86, the projection of the triangle. That, by the way, was a wrap for that trade here. If we had just like hold the trade until the 6 without an averaging price, it would be a profit as well. This is my turbulent area indicator here. Red is when we start a turbulent area. The green is a laminar area. So we were trading at the green. Now it's red. Everything is red. And the projections that we have here, these projections that shows like a cascade, two cascades, they are very meaningful as well. But now we have this, probably the price going back from here. I think it should be worth a try here. Coming back to the 84, we are at 77. If we come back to the 84, 84 is right here, this dotted line. It's not that bad. If we need to make an average price, we can do that here. We enter the 77, we can do it 67, an average price. We have a strong Fibonacci line here. And we are sitting just on another support. We have the price passing directly from two support lines. The next one is 60 as well. So we have the pivot here, we have the Fibonacci here. These lines are strong. If we want to make an average price from here, we can. We could see a bounce here. And this 75 is the projected price. So we have a predicted bounce in the 1 hour chart as well. So the price come back here. Now I have that one. Remember that we are in turbulent waters right now. And again, the first entry, you can see that the target is 8. Remember that when we started, the target was 3 points. Now the target is 8.90 points now. So we do have a lot of volatility. Yeah, we still have the projections when they show this continuation like two cascades. We have continuation. So because it's dropping, it could indeed drop more, but we have two strong supports there. We could see a bounce back here. That's what it's showing. It could happen. It has supported, this line has supported the price here. It could support the price again there. Oh, it's not supported. Okay. Yeah, the price is moving a lot without stopping these lines. So the volatility is extreme. We are having kind of an MNQ day for the MES. MNQ is too volatile for me today. In a regular day, it's okay, but in a day like today, MNQ is just too much. Well, the projections are still showing that we could ditch our exit price. Let's see the 1 hour chart. We still have the same thing. We still have 15 minutes inside this hour. This projection is holding for a while here, it seems. Now that we have that closing there, like this pattern is much more likely the 25 pattern than the 23 that we were seeing before. And probably we are going to stick with this projection until noon, next 15 minutes. Yeah, the price is trying to ignore the support, but the support resisted. We had the plateau here, the same thing that we had there. But this time we have the mirror of that projection, so I don't know if it's going to resist more. It seems that it's not. Let me just see where is the next line. The pivot point is here on the 60, just like my red line. And the 67 right now is another support. This is a good place for us to increase our position. Let's see where is our new exit. The new exit 78. The 1 minute projection keeps showing me that we could have a bounce back to that region. It's not showing only the cascades anymore. So let's see. Remember, with this, we have up to 4 averaging down that I can do in linear mode, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 contracts. I usually save the contracts. I don't like to spend them all. So we could have longer trades by doing this. We do have 1 minute. We do have a support here. The next 5 bar projections, they are not on cascade mode. They are showing a different future from what we had right now. Whoa. Now they are anticipating something very meaningful here. Let's see if it holds. A third entry would be here on the pivot point 60. We are betting on the bounce back from the support lines. First here, second there, third will be here. Very straightforward to understand. And only if it's supported by the next projections. We have the support for the 1 hour projection here and the 1 minute as well. The exit is 78.25. Now we have the resistance again, the first contract. We have just touched the $17. The first profit that we had was 16 here. This time we have a third entry very clear there. So I'm holding this a little bit more with more take profit. Let's see if it makes sense. We are on 74, 75. This is 75 is our resistance. What we do have here is the 80. Our exit is on the 780. We do have space for the price to move here. The SMA 20 is 80. New bar, same projection. Let's hold this a little bit more. We are on the same page that we were here. Like we were short with the markets projecting a future trend down. Now with the markets, we're projecting the future trend up. So we are long. The volume is dropping. So that trend here could have hit, really could have hit this support, but we need to wait. Yeah, the price was not sharp to the exit of the 78, even though we had space for the price to go there. Now the price is 78, the SMA is 78. Exactly where we are. We could put this a little bit below the SMA 20 here, 7750. And if it doesn't hold, we can use the third entry on the 60. This should be a stronger support. Like the price, it's moving between the lines. Here was weak, like just passed through the first line and didn't respect the comeback for the line. The second, it respect way more and came back to the second line. If we come back to the, and we can see that we have like 10-point drop in price in 1 minute, very fast. So the volatility is very high. Yeah, that was the line that we are talking about. And the target is coming back in the 9-day again. In 5 minutes, we should have a new projection here for the 1 hour chart. If we don't have a wrap for this trading to there, it should be interesting to see what the market will find here. Because it's come to the 66. That was the original projection. 2023, 2025, we have this 75 to 60. We had both projections when we started this session today, 50 minutes ago. And what we have here, we are on 65. If the price comes back to the 60, we have another pivot point line. We are coming from the R1 to the master pivot point. Should be a good entry price here. You can see that we don't have the cascades here. So now we have the 60. Let's try to make another entry. And the exit dropped to 72. 72 is, this line is 67, somewhere here 72. This is the pivot point. You can see that we have the red line and the dotted line both together. This is the pivot point. The market should bounce from here. It's not usual to the market go way through this line. We have 3 minutes to see what's going on with the 60 minutes. Let's see. And the cascades, they came back, but we have a very strong support. Now let's see. And we can stop this at any time clicking on exit market here if we want to exit or to stop loss or something happen that we indeed think that our rationale is completely wrong. We can just let this go and restart again. Okay, that's 1.5 minutes to the next refresh to the 60-minute, next 1 hour bar to open. This will be interesting. Okay, the cascades went away. We have less than 1 minute to the next refresh in the 1 hour chart. And now we have a lot of space in the 1 hour chart. We were way above the Bollinger Band. So we came back inside the bands. Okay, now we see that we have a new pattern here with a lot of volatility. And the price could come back to the 74. Yeah, we have here the 75. It was the previous projection that we had. We still have that here. It's still aligning somehow with what the price is doing. The red line again, the 60. That's the pivot point fight, the 60. The price bounced back to the line is 67. Our entry price 68. Let's see if we have something different here. None of the 1 hour charts that we had here showing that the price should drop to the 48. Six, 7, 72. Yeah. That's the support fight. $73 here. Yeah, we do have space above the blue line. We do have space to come back to this line here. This is a trend line. You can see that. Let me draw that. This is a trend line. just here, just like there. Yeah, this is a trend, a clear trend line here. This is a sharp slope. But today is not a typical day, so yeah, the 1 hour chart's still showing the same stuff. It was showing another move, another period in the past. This one, both show a lot of volatility here on that area until the 75. So we have some volatility from the 48 to the 75. That slope here is very sharp. Let me open a little bit space more. Let me just see a little bit more chart here to see where we are coming from. Whoa, there is a lot of support here, and the 48 is indeed the final support line that we have there. Okay. Okay, we have this here. 52. Yeah, it's the same 1 hour reading with this volatility around the 48 and 75. And indeed, today we had a lot of volatility here from 48 to 60. If we make our fourth entry on the 48, could we could bring price back to the 62? Yeah, if it breaks this line, this trend line here, if it breaks this trend line here, that changes a lot of stuff. And we actually can trade both sides together if we want to start a short trade. We could. I didn't, but we could just keep moving with the long trade against the trend and then start a short trade. We could do both. Oh, I think that we are getting to the 48. So I can do my fourth entry. Stitch this line here, 49. You can see the projections. We have the line here. Again, I have three contracts, only two are written down, so up to four that I can do in this strategy. That's the way I trade all the time. So let's wait. 6 point target, and we have the trend line here. One, two, three. Touch this trend line. Yeah, that's the test. The fourth test to the trend line here. Hey man, Black Mask Trader. Hey, good to see you here, man. Hold on. Yeah, that's the thing. We're trading with a very volatile market. This is the 1 hour chart. We have just 75 points going up, and now we have a lot coming back. Let me make a new entry here. Where did it go? This is another support. Yeah, today is the that crazy day with a lot of volatility. I have changed this straight to the MES. So yeah, the gold is going to be 5,000. I do have gold chart here as well. Let me pull this chart. Where is my gold chart with me? For 819. Yeah, fire. Let me open again the 60 minute. It's breaking the projections here. What did I do? That was the one I wanted to see. Yeah, that trade can come up to five contracts. Let's see where it goes because the rationale of this is to wait for the price to swing into the projected lines, the projected prices, and respect the supports that we had before. But what we had here was this. So this was the last support. This is the last support. The 36 is the last support. If I have a stop loss here, will be with 5 contracts here below 36, somewhere there. Yeah. It's an $800 stop loss. And it's already configured inside my bot here, the 40 points with 5. $63.39. We have this line exactly in the 35, and the trend line is yet very sharp. Since we started this, let's finish it. $66. Where is this? 59. Yeah, I could start decreasing the position here, but I need the price to touch the line. Could be a way. $843. Well, what we do have here is 45. We don't have the prices going near this SMA 20. Oh, this is a test. Let's try this one here. Let's see if this come back all the way. That's okay. We have this position. If it bounce back again to the 35, we can have a better average price by doing this without exiting our position there. Let's see, this trend line is very sharp. We should see a breakout on this line, but the price is moving super hard, so let's see what's doing here. Yeah, it tested that point there, came back to the 48 now. A little bit more, and we had entered with our 5th contract on 35. It didn't happen. If the price swings here, that was the bet. Use that to choose where the price will swing. So this is a four position contract, four contract position. Good, that's a wrap for that trading line. That trading line is dead now, and that's good. We can do exactly the opposite that we were doing before. As this position recover, we can just do the same thing here. And we have now the 55, the good price to increase our position at this side. I think that we could use more zoom here. Yes. So we have a better view on our line and what the price is doing. Yeah, we have both. Let me show that better. We have the long view here, the trade with the long view with the four contracts, and the short view when I have one contract. And the platform allows me to trade both sides at the same time. So for the broker, I have a three contract position. For me, I have two different rationales with these two entries, with a short and a long view. So I can use the short view to just decrease the position that we have opened with the long view. If that's the case, that because we are near our limit of the five contracts, if this is going south, so we will diminish the loss with the short view. If that's not the case, the short view can still have a profit. Let me see here. We have a $40 profit here. At the 40 again, we are 47. We come back to the 40. It will have a $40. That's 10% of the risk that we have there. Just in case this is a way to do this. And if the price comes back here, we can start selling again. And remember that we are betting on this swing here. I can do the same stuff here. I can just sell on the lines again. And that's it. This is the 55. $54, $54.50. That's a good place for me to sell one. So the long position is recovering. Now we have the short position here with two contracts. So we are with a position of 2 right now. And we can sell another one again on the 60. the price is indeed swinging around this, and it could come back to 75 and then come back to the 48 again. That's what's the 60-minute is telling us here. We just need to like bet on that. $57. Take a look. At 60, we have this line here. 60 and a half. My exit for the long, I don't remember anymore, 66. $60, almost there. 59.75 it was. Let's see. My last entry, where was my last entry? POR2 S1 55. Yeah, my last entry was on 55, where we are right now. And going back to the 48. No, I want more profit for this side. 40 again. Okay, I'm betting to the 40 again. 40 is here. If the price come back, yeah, the trend line is lost. It's not come back to the trend line. The trend line now is below 40, so 40 is, this line here is 43. It could be 43. Let me put it here. 43.75. Okay. 43.75 is a $77 for the short. The long trade needs the price to come back with the breakout again of the pivot point. So the short can indeed go somewhere. 48, 49. My exit is 43. My exit is here, the dotted line. And now I have a 2 contract position. With around $200. Okay. It's asymmetrical, so if the price goes down, I lose more than I make here. But I wanted to sell because I can enter in the 55 and the resistance is 60. If I want to diminish this even more to 3 contracts, need to go to the 60. Need to go to the 60. Let's see the 60-minute, still the same swing. You see the future bars here. One going back 75, then coming back to coming back to 45, then going back to 71, then coming back to 43, then going back again to 70, and we have seen the price very, very volatile around this 40 earlier today. $50, $40. Yeah, we are around $200 here. Our open position, yeah, 250. Okay, 50. We have the SMA, and then we have the 43. This line here is the 43. This line here, 43.75. We are a little bit above that line there. So if the price comes back, we can make a $77 from the long position while we wait for the long position to wrap. If the price do come back to the 70 here, we do have 3 more entries with the short side as well. So we can do the same stuff. And if we go to the 43, at least we have $77 to compensate a little bit what we are doing to the long side. The long trade that we started here, we have this trend line against this. Now the trend line is lost. And we have a swing predicted. So that's a patience game. $49. The trend line is completely lost at this time. Like the trend line is here. It should be like $20. Yeah, we have a wrap on the short the 43. We can just short it again, start shorting it again. If we come back, start going up again, and we have these signals showing something meaningful for us. Only 3 points. And the long position is here, by the way. It didn't go anywhere. It's there. Support 48. Next support 43. 48 is not a good exit. Not worth the time for us to have this short position. So we wait for 43. And if we went to the 43 and then come back to the 60 or 55, we can do these small short trades again. just waiting for direction now. Direction now is to have a swing around here. And we have a very strong support there. Where we are red there, 38, we have the same support here. And while the price was going up, we had a lot of volatility at the same price here. So this is what we are looking for. This swing, just need to place everything here to get that. We have some days that the choices that we had, they are like aligned with what the market is doing. Other days they are not so well aligned, but we just cannot give up. I'm talking about the exit prices that I'm moving here. So this line could be a wrap and then sell again here, but if the price goes down, I just don't have enough compensation for the long trade there. So what I'm trying to avoid here, I have 6 contracts so far with this entire drop there. I don't want to have 60 contracts there. 6 for me is okay. I don't want to pay a lot of commissions on that. So we need to give a little more space for the price to move. Now we have a triangle being drawn here. If we have breakout to this side and the 60, the price can go back to the 81. 81 good. Our exit is on 66. Our exit is here. So we can move our exit far from where we are now if we have this there. Or if the price goes down, the 32 is the projection. That's a good place for the price to break the triangle. Usually 75% of the figure is the sweet spot for a breakout. This is a 32. Yes, this is a 32. $48 again. 48 is a support that we were testing before, testing now. Now we can have our 43 here, and we can use the triangle to sell more on the lines of the triangle and keep selling it. If the price goes up, we already have a long position there. If the price swings back, we just can trade more to compensate more, and that's it. The 48 is indeed very strong, but now we have this other line as resistance. Yeah, interesting. Let's see the 60-minute again, same prediction. You can see that these predictions, they refresh frequently, like 3 seconds, 2 seconds for the 60-minute, every second for the 1 minute. And we have this same projection here for 38 minutes now. So it's refreshing. It's scanning the database in a loop, but we have the same bars here, the same projections the next 5 hours. So the swing is still there, even though we have this formation for the real-time bar. And the system is getting this formation with this unclosed bar, yet to scan the next bar. So what we have here is updated with the real-time price, with the real-time highs and lows that we have here for just 1 hour bar, and we still have the same projection. So let's wait for it. Oh, it's a false breakout here. We can sell more here in the 60. Maybe this triangle was not a good fit. It's possible that the system will find another triangle and draw both together here. So let's wait for a breakout for one side or the other so we can decide what to do. So far, our position holds, yeah, $210. $55. We could sell more at 60. Right here. We have sold one at 55. So sell, increase the position at 55 doesn't make much sense for me. Our last entry for the short position was here at 55. Today is not a typical day. They had a lot of volatility. External news dropped. The market went crazy. Huge volatility. 1 hour chart moving like 1 minute chart. So sometimes it's not that easy, but we just don't give up. We are waiting for that swing here. Let's see if we can, what we can do with this information. Okay. This red trend line of the triangle, it's not strong. The price is just hurting it a lot. Let's see this one. 66. I can change this 66 once we have a definition here with the 60 resistance line. Until there, it's good there. The system places a limit order as a take profit. If we do have a very fast spike in price here, we just have this take profit. Like from where we are now, this would be like look spike, something like that. But that's the reason that the limit order is always there. But if we break this and we have another rationale for the projections, we can adjust that manually, just moving this order the same way that we did with this 43.75. That's this line here. Now we need to open more space again. Yeah, the 32 is indeed an open projection for this triangle. This is not very beautiful, not that beautiful triangle, but it could go somewhere. So if the price comes back here, see, now we have the other triangle that I told you. Now we have two triangles here, and another projection is 71. That's a different projection now that we have from the 81. And here for the downside, we have both 32, 34. So even though this triangle it's drawn with not so sharp line, yeah, we have this testing here. Even though this line is not so, the end of this line is not so sharp as this one, the projection is 34, not 32. So the 34, 32, it could be achieved here. And let's wait, we have our exit here on the 43. If the price goes to our projection and come back to this line, you can just sell again there and sell again here. And if it breaks these resistances and go to our long profit, that would be a bonus. But we can keep shorting the market here. If it wraps this trade on the 43, what it seems to be very hard for it to do right now. Okay, back inside the triangle once more. Let's see the 1 hour chart again. Yep, it's just same stuff. 1 hour didn't change anything. We are almost wrapping another hour here. 12 minutes to go with this hour, so it will probably we will have a new reading at 1 p.m. So far, let's see where it goes. Then the price is indeed without direction. The red trend lines of the triangles, they are usually not that weak. So the price is moving around them, is not respecting them. So they exist, they are there. There is some meaning to them, but the price is just ignoring completely their existence as supports. They are more like magnets, and the price is moving around them. Yeah, something's going to happen, but maybe after 1 p.m., don't know. And there is something that you can do with the system if you just feel tired or need to do something else. You can come here to the entry methods and reactivate the system, like taking care of the position, and you can just let it go. Then you can move forward with your life to another thing that you need to do, and the system will wrap the trades for you. Even though you have this configuration here that the system cannot open positions for the both directions at the same time, if you already have positions open, you can just let the system finish them for you. So you don't need to flag your positions forced. And this is the time range that I'm using, and use 438. So until 438, the system will take care of these positions for me if I select these entries here. What I'm not doing right now, I'm just waiting more. Let's keep reading the market. We have a new 60-minute bar, 1 hour bar in 9 minutes. So this can change, and we can see something changing here with this. Of course, I am doing this manually here to show you what the system can do and how Carlos trade is. But the system has the rules to do this kind of trade alone, and you can let the system trade against the trend with the Bollinger Bands, or you can just make the system read supports and resistances or an indicator as well. The rationale is always the same. The system places the projected lines against whatever is the indicator that you're using to trade. Could be a trade following indicator, could be against the trend indicator. That's up to you. So it seems that we are going to the 60. Now we have this red line here crossing the 60. The reason that I'm not selling here is because I have a red sold here at 55. So that's the reason that I'm waiting for the 60. Otherwise, I'm just increasing my position at the same price. Well, let's see if we go to the 60 here. We have 59.5. I'm not placing market orders. I'm placing this and join just to save on the slippage. 50. Okay, 59.75. Oh, my order is open. I have an order here. Place the order right in the high of the bar. I don't know if I will be able to execute that. Yeah, it went through. This one, 60. So now the exit is on 52 right here. That's too short. Let's place this again. 48 is a good strong line that we had there. 48 is a good place. 83. Now the long position went back to the entry price that we have in 63. And then we have the 67. Let's see if I can move this. Oh, we already have that on 67. 650. Yeah, that's a good exit for this line here. The price could go to the 71. We have space for the price to go to the 71, so but the 67 is most probable place for it to be. Right now with the broker, my position is only one. So I have these two trades at the same time. We'll have the long and the short position together, 4 contracts and -3 contracts. With the broker, my position with the MES is only one. If I check my position here, it's only one. Okay, my position is only one with the broker. But I have two different rationales here. I have two to take profits. So I have two open orders for exited trades. The POR2 is what I am. I have two exit orders, one to sell 4, another to buy 3, 48 and 66. They are 20 points apart. And that's the thing. Let's see if the price comes back to 48. 48 here, we have a lot of testing here on the 48. If the price comes back here, then we have a wrap for this short trade. And now if the price goes to the 71 there, we can have a wrap for the long trade. And if I just want to have a lunch and to go to the bathroom, I can let the system finish the trade for me. Okay. Remember that I have 40 points hard stop loss here. So this will have this $800 hard stop loss if we go to the limit. Right now it would be hard to do that because I have decreased the position to only one. So what we have here is we are kind of with a hedge around $150 and $200. We need to wrap one of the sides to free the other to understand where we could go. Right now it's just a lot that I have created around the price. That could have worked beautifully if the price was touching the 43 instead of the 48. It was my hypothesis. Sometimes we are very, very right about these lines in the market and we have very, very beautiful days. Other times the market is just not doesn't touch into our line. The market doesn't touch the lines, and that happens. We are almost there with a profit for the long. Let's see if we go to the 6.5, the long position will just exit with a profit, with a $57 profit. Let's see, we are at 65 already. And 66, 37, 65, 66.50. It was almost there. Yeah, I changed the order 25 quarter point here, and that's a wrap for the long position. So we did have a profit on that position, a $57 on that position that will appear here when we close the short position. The short position is in front of that one. So now this is our position. So we just made $55, and then we had this position that was ahead, and now it's our main position with 3 contracts. Then we can restart the long position there. If we touch the 60, we can do exactly the same thing again. Let's just wait to the 60 minutes, the next hour. Okay, right now, the same rationale, the same bars, the same reading, the same swing, same everything. Okay. We can buy here again on the 60. Good. 59. Let's restart here. 65. Can have position. My short position to exit on 48, where we were here. We can bounce back here again. Let me come back to this. We can bounce back from this line here. Let's see, 621. 621 is right after the 60. So that was good. The price was exactly there to close our long position. Now we are coming back to the short. I just entered twice here this line. The resistance is 60 and 50. Let me put this a little bit below that. 60, 25, $20. Another $20. If the price comes back to this line here, that's another $20. If the price comes to the 48 there, that will be an $83 on the short position. Let's just finish this. Good. I have just finished the short position with a profit as well. And I have this other long position here that I opened, the third long position that I opened here. So I have still an open position there. All 3 positions will show there after I exit everywhere. Again, the 48. This is, yes, this touching there. Let's see if it can enter the market again. Another 3 contract position, long position here. How is this 60-minute? Yeah, we do have the same stuff here. So the first long position we wrap that with a profit, and then the short position that we have to hedge the first long position, we wrap that with a profit as well, $100 profit, and then we entered a new long position here. We are just looking to just swing around this price here. The same stuff over and over again. Now it's the exit price is on 57. 57 is right here. And you can hedge it again there at 48. Okay. So 47.25. Remember the 48 was very strong line here. We can do that again on 51. If that's the case, this is the long position. The second long position, the second short position to hide the long position again, the same rationale again. We just short the market here. 47.25. We just short the market. It's 48. Where is 47? Is here. Yeah, a little bit below this line. The projection is now to come back to test that. Where is it testing that? 63. Whoa, we have a very sharp projection. 54 is the SMA. 54, where's the 54? Right here. Yeah, we could short the market on the 54 again. 51. A little bit more, and we actually have this line here. It's a 53. So 53 is a good place for us to short the market again. 51, 52. I started on 47, so let's see if we go to 53. 52, 51, 52, 51. Two, one, two, one. Now the projection is higher than that. It's going again to the 55. 52, not 53 was a good place to sell more. Yeah, today it's a little bit dislocated from my thinking. I'm thinking in 1, 2, 3 points different from what the market's reaching now. We wrapped 2 trades so far, 3 trades so far with profit. Let's see, it's not showing there because we started one before finishing the other, so everyone is around the same open position here. 40. 42. The exit is on 57. Right here. 50. I can just short more. 50. Yeah, and here at 52 could be a good place to short. I was waiting for that 153. That didn't happen. Now the price is inside the hashed green area, that's a strong area to be. I agree. So if the price goes over this, yeah, it can go to the 52 again, I think. 51.25. Okay, 52 fit. Let's see if we can sell. Almost there. Our order is 52.50 exactly. So we just lost the entry. No, okay, we didn't. Went there. 54. Now it jumps, okay. So that's almost a wrap for this long trade here. 55. Our entry was 49. And that would be a wrap right here. And we can just sell a little bit more there. We didn't get that again. We have this price drop there. Okay, now that's, so we have wrapped another long position with another profit. That's very good. I'm connecting them all the time. The price can touch this, but the projection, the price on rails projection is to come back to where our profit is 46.75, 46. That line here is the 48. Oh, I can't put that to the 48. Okay, this is 48. If the price comes back to the 48 here, we can wrap this one as well. Okay. The Bollinger Band is far away from the price. The projections is still here. Where did I send this third contract was? I don't remember. My last entry, PUR 57.75. It's near where we are now, 57.75. So I don't need to increase my risk here. But I can long if we come back to this, to the 55. Yeah, if we come back to the 55, I can long. No, it's not coming back to the 55. What's it doing here? And 68. Another contract would be only on the 67. But right now we can start buying here on the 60 again. So let's move to the long view here. I'm 1 point dislocated from reality in my mind. Let's see if I can do the 60. Actually 60 and a half. Okay. No. Yeah, I bought it. Good. So I have a new long position here going to the 68. And the short position, a wrap to the short position needs to go back to the 48. And I can 60. Yeah, I just bought here. My next entry to the buy side would be on 50, 55. 55. Okay. And then I wouldn't recommend doing this after 2 p.m. We have the price is stopped in this region for so long now. Let's wait for the 55 to increase our long position. Let's see the 1 hour chart. Still the same swing around this area. So let's keep the rationale a little bit more. Now our position with the broker is 2 sold, short, 1 long, 3 short, 2 short overall. 59, 55, you can increase this another contract. Eight. Again, you can give up at any time without flattening your position, just reactivating the AI to take care of your position for you. What I'm not doing so far, but you can do it if you are just tired of trading or something like that. 57. Let's wait for the 55. Seven, 6, 7, 8. Our exit is 68, but we have a resistance 67 and 50. Let me reduce these to 66, 75 again. Okay, if the price goes up, our exit order is just before the resistance, the blue line. Yeah, the pivot point is very, very strong indeed. The 60. A position increase to the 55 would be awesome. I have just sold that on 52. It's my average price for the short position. We have the lines of our positions here. This is my average price for the end position for the short position. This is the average price for my long position. $57. Let's see if we go to the 55 this time. Nope, no. We want to click now. Let's wait a little bit. 7, 6, 5. Let's click here. Where am I buying? I have an open order 55.75. 55.75. I have this line here. That's my open order 55.75. Hmm. I don't know if I'm going to enter here. Yep. 55.75 filled. Okay. So that's my new position, -1. I have sold position of one contract. 48 is a wrap for the short position, and 61. 61 is not a good number here. Let's move to the 60.25, just a little bit below the resistance. Okay, almost there. 58.41. Yeah, that's a support, but that's only for this minute. In 30 seconds, we should have more space to go to the 48. You have this triangle projection finishing here. So it is indeed a support here right now for this minute. In 10 seconds, this triangle line will be behind us. So the price could drop to the 48 and wrap the short position. Yeah, we could have flattened our position with an entry order here at 51. Yeah, it would be a good thing to do. 60 and almost there. $20 profit that we have there. Then we went to the 58, 59. Our exit is on 60.25. So 59 was not there. It's not quite there yet. Six, seven here, 20 there. And I will put a hard stop on these for 2 p.m. or when we wrap these two trades here. Sixty 25. That's my last entry. My last entry for the short side was pure 2s to 57.75. Yeah, 57.75 was my last entry order for the short side, right where we are. So we could, yeah, I don't know if I want to sell more here. Now we have space for the price to come back to the 48. This line is the 48. The next support is indeed the 48. Let me open more space again. Just see where it goes. Yes. We have the support is 49, but this minute's closing. Let's see if the support is going to be. I think that the support is going to be around 50. Let's see. The support is 48. 47.92 is 48. Exactly where our exit price is. Another triangle here. Another projection to go down. Okay. So 58 is our entry price for the buy side. 55. Let's see if this time it's respecting the line. No, it's not respecting the line, the triangle line again. It's moving like a magnet again. It's not respecting at all. What do we have here is the 58. Yeah. The price can go to our exit on the long side. Let's see if we can have these there. Let's see if we have something changed. The 1 hour is yet showing a swing around these prices. Okay. Long position 60.25 here. Yeah, we can definitely touch that. 59. Okay, let's wrap that long position. Good. Let's see. Yeah, we need to close this one as well. Let's see what we can do here. 60.50. Have 3 contract here. Another contract. Let's see what it will show us. 52. Where is 52? 55 here, and our entry price is 54. Okay. Not buy positions here. The projection is not the price to go over the triangle, at least so far. Okay. can go, yeah, the same swing. Six to 125. It's above the pivot line. So let's just buy one here. See how it unfolds. $65. This line here is the 67.28. We do have space here to have this target on the 67. 6675. Can be more than that. Okay, let's see. It's testing the triangle, the trend line. If this is a breakout of the triangle, we can have the price moving to whoa, there's a very big projection that we have there. So this is interesting. 6675 is the exit for that position. The short position that we have here. Different. $63. I will increase in my position on the long side. It seems that the price wants to go further. I just close the position. We have the price touching the exit. Yeah, that's a stop loss for that short position. So let's wait this to refresh. We have a lot of different rates here. We have let me see my orders here. Yeah, it's all closed. We have this $33 there. Yeah, we could keep in doing that, but with the market going near my exit order, like hard exit here, I decided to wrap this I stop the live for today here and see you guys back next Wednesday, 11 a.m. Hopefully, with a market with not such volatility. Thank you. See you guys on next week.